I made $24,321 in a single day. Most guys are going to click off this video in the next 30 seconds because they want hacks. They want the new strategy. Hacks die, hacks expire, but for the man who refuses to settle, this is the one principle that makes wealth inevitable every single month for the rest of your life. And while the gurus feed you dopamine hits and fairy tales for quick cash, I'm giving you what actually scales. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a single sentence that will change the way you think forever, without a doubt, but do not skip to the end, because without the story I'm about to share, you won't understand. Now, to understand this concept, I want you to teleport on the space-time continuum to the inside of a passenger plane, a big Boeing 747. You're flying from Singapore to New York City, the longest commercial flight known to man, 18 hours in fact. Now you could hear a stupid little child at the front of the plane screaming. The mother's not doing anything because she's not a good parent. You've got a beautiful blonde girl sitting next to you. She's feminine, she's submissive, she does everything right. Everything's perfect. Your life is all coming together. And you're flying from Singapore to New York City to do a $5 million business deal. Everything is panning out the way you dreamt it would. And you feel these emotions in your bone, in your body. That dream you once had is now becoming a reality. And what I want to tell you is that this plane that's heading to New York City from Singapore, it has a course that it must follow to reach its destination. And the plane has a system installed inside of it called a gyroscope. And this gyroscope is designed to ensure that the plane remains on its course every second of every part of that journey. Because here's the reality, and this is a raw truth of the universe and physics. If that plane is off as little as 1 degree to the left or to the right throughout the entirety of its journey from Singapore to New York City, it will end up 95 miles away from its destination, 95 miles away from New York City Airport, whatever the airport's called. Now, 95 miles over such a long journey doesn't sound like a lot, but what if you had to walk 95 miles? What if you had to ride a bike 95 miles? How long would it take you? A few hours? A few days? Maybe a week? And what happens if this flight was off course by as little as 1 degree every single time it flew? What would be the compounding distance you would end up away from your destination? Now, here's the reality of the gyroscope. If that plane is off as little as 1 degree for just a minute of this journey, you're only going to be 450 feet away from your destination. 450 feet versus 95 miles is a 1,114x multiplier. And so what I'm getting at is this gyroscope, although it's a technical system installed in the plane for the pilots to utilize to make sure that you end up at your destination so you can do this $5 million business deal, this system, although technical, is also applicable to your goals, your reality, your day-to-day life, and it's installed inside of your brain. And so course correction is an incredibly important part of achieving your desired reality, of maintaining all of the things required in order to make the money that you so desire, to achieve the freedom, to live in Bali, to achieve all of the goals that you set out to achieve when you were nothing but a young, ambitious, motivated man. And so I want to circle back to the title of this video, which is I made $24,321 in a single day and you can do the same, because you can. And what a lot of people fail to realize is that $24,000 day, the money I've made, the success that I've achieved, although nowhere near where it will be, wasn't an overnight success, although it looked that way. You see, you stumble across someone's lifestyle, the money they've made, the success they've achieved, and you think, wow, what is the strategy? What's the Facebook ad strategy? What's the hack? What's the one thing they can teach me that can help me achieve the same thing? What you fail to see, which only 0.1% of my following and the people that know me have seen, is the 3 years of course correction, the 3 years of using that internal gyroscope to assess and audit every decision, every choice, every word I spoke, every action I took. Because these things take time and it doesn't happen overnight. And that 1% inside of this Boeing 747, that 1 degree off its desired course, for 1 minute it doesn't make a difference. 450 feet, in fact, from the desired destination. That single degree doesn't make a difference at all. But it's the degree multiplied by time. And that 1 degree multiplied by the 18-hour flight results in a 95-mile difference from your desired reality, destination, and where you actually end up. And the same applies to your life. And so you need to understand this compounding effect. It works either for you or against you day to day, and it's as constant as gravity. Gravity is a law of the universe, it's physics, and gravity never disappears. Gravity is either working for you or against you. I'm sitting on this couch right now and gravity is allowing me to maintain my posture. It's allowing me to stay on this couch. If I go and jump off of a building or I walk up these steps in this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-story, 4-bathroom villa with a private pool in Bali with my beautiful red motorbike outside, if I walk up these steps and jump off the balcony, gravity is going to work against me. And so here's the concept. Every law of the universe exists fundamentally. It is a truth. You cannot avoid these laws. And they are always working either for you or against you. And it is your decisions, your actions, the things you do, the things you think, all of these things decipher whether these laws work for you or against you. And this is the compounding effect. It is ever present in your life. It never disappears. You are always compounding something. Even if you do nothing every day and you stay in bed and you don't eat and you lay there and you don't move and you stare at the ceiling, the compounding effect is working against you because you are compounding this action over time. And if I go upstairs to my beautiful bedroom and I lay in bed all day and I do nothing, that may not impact me today, nor tomorrow, nor the next day. But the compounding effect makes it a fundamental truth that if I do that, I'm more likely to do it again tomorrow and then again the next day. And if I do it for a week straight, maybe it won't make a difference. I'll still be okay. But if I do it for a week straight and then a month and then a year, all of a sudden it's not a single action or a single moment in time. It's expanded across the space-time continuum into a new reality that I've forged for myself. And these are the little 1%ers, right? What type of coffee do you drink? What words do you write inside of your journal? What decisions do you make when you want to procrastinate, but you know you need to do the work? All of these little 1%ers, they compound over time. And so this is the concept. It's up to you, your very being, and your conscious patterns of thought to decipher whether you want the compounding effect to work for you or against you. And again, we can take physical fitness and the gym as a very pertinent example because it's applicable to almost everyone. We all understand the fundamentals of health. You skip the gym today, it's fine, you won't lose muscle. I will still be jacked if I don't go to the gym. But if I don't go to the gym for 6 months in a row or 2 years in a row, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna lose muscle, I'm gonna turn into a fat fuck. But if you go to the gym every single day for 2 years, you will build muscle. You don't build muscle by doing a single bicep curl, you build muscle by doing 1,000 bicep curls over 6 months' time. And so, this is the one sentence that I promised you, because as I said at the start of the video, I will give you a single sentence that you can repeat to yourself every minute of every day, like your own internal gyroscope, that of the Boeing 747. And this is as follows. This very second, what I'm about to do, the decision I'm about to make, am I forcing the compounding effect to work for me or against me? Because if you are not forcing the compounding effect to work for you, it is by proxy working against you. Every conscious decision you make needs to be in line with the things required in order for you to attain your dream reality. And if you are not doing those things, then you're allowing the compounding effect to work against you. And as I said, it is ever present, it never disappears. Like gravity, it's always there, it's a law of the universe, it's a fundamental truth. And you need to make this effect work for you. And here's another very pertinent example. Music is a very powerful force. It has the capacity to change the way you think, the way you feel, your emotional state, and forge your reality in the way that you see fit. And so, as abstract as this may be, I now no longer listen to music with lyrics. What are you talking about, Nick, you retard? I only listen to music with hyper-specific beats, jazz music. It creates a certain emotional state inside of me. And now this allows a compounding effect to work for me. If I'm always listening to bullshit rap, where they're just worshipping Satan, worshipping the devil, they're pushing this horrible propaganda on you, you may enjoy it in the moment. It feels good, you enjoy the music, but what is this doing to your mind? What is it conditioning inside of you? Again, very abstract example, may not be applicable to everyone, and I'm not suggesting you do that, but understand the concept. You need to be conscious of everything you do. Your diet, your social diet, the things you allow into your mind and your body, because all of these things compound over time. The little 1%ers, they're like building blocks that just stack on top of one another. You get 1,000 pieces of Lego, and one of those pieces, independent on its own, it's nothing, it's just a little piece of Lego. But when you stack them up, and you follow the instruction booklet, and you're very intentional in the way that they all connect together, you create a beautiful masterpiece. You create a skyscraper out of Lego. And this is the compounding effect. This is the importance of the 1%ers, and you need to develop your own internal gyroscope that is in line with the reality you so desire and the tasks and the actions required in order to get there. So that is the sentence I leave you with, that you need to ask yourself every moment of every day, everything you go and do, every thought you think, this very second, Is what I'm about to do, the decision I'm about to make, am I forcing the compounding effect to work for me, or am I allowing it to work against me?